To accomplish something you've never accomplished, you have to be in a position you've never been in. Let's get to work. Welcome to The Competitor. I am your host, Christian John Bradley. Let's get it. And here we explore all things competition and embrace our competitive nature. And nothing was more competitive than last night, the World Series. Oh my goodness. Dodgers win on a Freddie Freeman walk-off grand slam. The entire moment, it felt scripted, no lie. From the broadcast, from the TV broadcast to the radio broadcast to the fan expression to the team, the dugout, it was literally incredible. It was a special moment chosen for a special man. You see, Freddie Freeman was chosen for that moment. But how do we get there? And it actually doesn't start in game one of the World Series. It starts in July during MLB All-Star Week. Because day 3, he and his wife Kelsey's son, Max, gets an infection. And it doesn't allow him to sit, stand, or walk without any pain, but it gets worse. And then he's completely paralyzed, unable to move. And he's diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare neurological condition, especially in a toddler. And that entire trial, that situation forces Freddie Freeman to be away from the Dodgers for 8 games. He returns in August. Heavy heart, heavy on his mind. Fans embrace him. But then a month later, he severely sprains his ankle. And that injury has lingered all throughout the postseason. He actually missed the last 2 games of the NLCS because of his ankle. It's still top of mind. So then we get to game 1 of the World Series. It's a matchup between the 2 biggest names and the 2 biggest games in baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Yankees. It doesn't get any better than this. Games tied after the 9th, 10th inning. This is how things play out. Yankees go up by 1, 3-2. Dodgers are up, bottom of the 10th. Gavin Lux gets walked. Tommy Edman, man, I'm a fan of him. That guy is awesome. I love that guy. Tommy Edman hits an infield single, 2 on base. Now it's time for Ohtani to finish it, but he doesn't. 1 pitch, 1 out. He's gone. Now, here is where the entire moment shifts towards Freddie Freeman because the Yankees have a decision to make. They say, we don't want to take our chances against Mookie Betts, an all-time great. Freddie Freeman is injured, and they believed his injury was the greatest inhibitor to his performance. So they say, okay, we're going to walk Mookie Betts, put him on base, risk the bases being loaded because we are confident we can get Freddie Freeman out. He's not 100% healthy. So now Freddie Freeman is at bat, bases loaded, down 1 in game 1 of the World Series between the 2 biggest names and the 2 biggest games in baseball. The entire series on his shoulder, actually on his bat, because 63% of game 1 winners in the World Series go on to win the entire series. 1 leg. Son still recovering. 2 options: score or lose. Nestor Cortez throws his first pitch, and Freddie Freeman puts everything he has into it. Out the park. Grand slam. Grand slam to win game 1 of the World Series. The first time that has ever happened in MLB history. And the entire moment was electric. Again, I was losing my mind, losing it. Just, it's like, my goodness, it was such a blessing to watch that in person. It was such an amazing moment. And I don't want us to forget or lose sight of what Freddie Freeman's post-game interview said. So Ken Rosenthal asked Freddie Freeman after the game, what was going through your mind against Nestor Cortez? And he literally goes through his thought process against the pitcher. Mind you, Nestor Cortez had not pitched in 37 days, but Freddie Freeman was still prepared for him. His preparation, Freddie Freeman's preparation in the dark, was literally brought to light for the entire world to see. And he literally accomplished something that had never been accomplished, a walk-off grand slam in game 1 of the World Series. But that was only made possible because of the position he was in, that he also never experienced the ankle pain, the trials in his family, his health. And it was just an amazing, amazing moment. But those circumstances shaped the competitor that we saw last night. So as competitors, we have to embrace the trials that we're in right now, because all they're doing is preparing us to perform for and in our promise. So there's going to be moments when we are literally watching an entire circumstance. It could be a presentation. It could be a surgery if you're a doctor. It could be a case if you're a lawyer. It could be an audition if you're an entertainer, like where someone else is supposed to be up, but the entire situation shifts towards you. Are you ready? Because what was done in the dark, your preparation, will come to light. But we have to remain consistent and prepared for the moment. We never know when it's going to happen. So continue to show up. Let's go. Continue to do your best in anything that you do. There's a standard as competitors. We hate to lose more than we love to win. This is what we do. And that's what we saw Freddie Freeman do last night. And so again, we have to realize that the trials of today are preparing us for the performance of tomorrow. This is an amazing series. Let's go. From The Competitor, I'm your host, Christian John Bradley. I'll see you next week. Let's go.